Well, good morning and welcome to Pastor Ted's Take. No doubt you're watching the news like we are here in San Rafael in Marin County. Karen and I have been under obligatory lockdown for a couple of days. Now, Sonoma County, there are cases of coronavirus right in Roanoke Park. During this period, we're going to have to think and plan to stay in communication with one another. Thanks to the leadership of Kim and Myrna and others, we're developing a phone tree. I think it would be good if every one of us could receive a telephone call, hopefully once per day at least. And those of us who might be living alone or lonely could receive at least a phone call per day to just check up and see how we're doing, and in case something is not going right, somebody could intervene on our behalf. So let's think about the community of Christ here at Cross and Crown Lutheran Church and look out for each other. More news to come on these plans. We had kind of a nice session last evening, the Sin Boldly discussion group. We call it a Bible study, but it's really not a study of the Bible, it's a study of sin. That went well on Zoom, and we're going to try it again next Tuesday and see if connecting online with Zoom might work for other things too, including the church council. So stay tuned. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. I did not read St. Patrick's prayer yesterday, and I thought maybe I would do it today, but first I need to announce that I have written a poem in honor of coronavirus. Do you want to hear it? Oh, I'm sure you do. Here's my poem. Do we need any more assistance to prevent coronavirus transmittance? Among health official demands, in addition to washing our hands, is persistence on keeping social distance. Karen tells me that Robert Frost, William Wordsworth, they're not going to be jealous of me. Well, St. Patrick's poem, a little long, prayer, powerful, inspiring. So let's bow our head in prayer for the prayer of St. Patrick. I arise today through the strength of heaven, light of the sun, splendor of fire, speed of lightning, swiftness of the wind, depth of the sea, stability of the earth, firmness of the rock. I arise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's eye to look before me, God's ear to hear me, God's word to speak for me, God's hand to guard me, God's way to lie before me, God's shield to protect me, God's host to save me, afar and near, alone or in a multitude, or even in social distance. Social distance right there in the prayer. Christ, shield me today against wounding. Christ with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ on my right, Christ on my left, Christ when I lie down, Christ when I sit down, Christ in the heart of everyone who thinks of me, Christ in the mouth of everyone who speaks of me, Christ in the eye that sees me, Christ in the ear that hears me. I arise today through the mighty strength of the Lord of creation. Amen. Talk to you again tomorrow.